We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. Here's Lillard. Takes the three. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Three-point field goal.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Here's Paul. Now here's Crowder. It's over Powell. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Suns foul.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And Lillard gets double teamed.
Phoenix foul.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team
Some
foul.
talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And here is Paul. After Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Kicks it out to Booker. Shoots the three. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Pass to Powell. Lillard from outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Little. Poke loose.
Yeah, nice effort there tracking down the long rebound. And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
This one for three. And it's Paul missing. Back to Lillard. The three. Lillard again missing. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 9 points.
And those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of the season, gets more and more consistent with. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Pass to Covington. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Three-point field goal.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Back to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Nurkic. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Phoenix foul.
And the injury troubles for Yusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially, just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting fives in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
And Ayton stays with it.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Cans it from downtown. 12 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lets it go with the three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots? They've all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Yeah, this is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Now here's Covington. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Damian Lillard.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Over in the corner, Paul. Back to Bridges. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
Suns trail by 12. Booker outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. His results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Timeout called, the Suns. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Jusuf Nurkic.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Pass to Lillard. Into the lane. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
First team foul.
Now Lillard following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Powell for three.
Norman Powell.
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there, has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Suns keep it alive. And Crowder stays with it.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now into the
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Payne with it. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Portland leading by 15. It's Powell on the wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Inside. They double him with Ayton. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. And he gets it to go.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Out left
half.
to the wing.
2 minutes.
Here's Ayton. Phoenix no good that time either. Ball's knocked loose. And Ayton gets double teamed. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter.
Tony Snell.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton.
Phoenix foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second
Portland
personal
in total
foul.
control.
Second team foul.
Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Payne with the bounce pass. To the right side. Down low. Crowder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 6 points for Jay Crowder.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Pass to Powell. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Lillard gets double teamed.
Cameron.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Third team foul.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. First free throw is good.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Pass to Crowder. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here is Zeller. Lillard outside. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Driving in.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's McGee. Got a hand on it.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, Chris Paul.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Powell for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's Simons missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
And with Mikal Bridges, he's a player who knows his role and plays his role as well.
I think he's one of those guys who comes from a great system. He came into the league with incredible discipline and incredible awareness of where it is he can impact the game. And that's why you see the 3-and-D effect that Mikal Bridges has had on the NBA.
Now Powell. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last 3-pointer. Pass to Simons. Here is Nance. Count that one.
Larry Nance.
See Larry Nance Jr. keep working on the interior part of his game. Shots like this can help his confidence.
To the middle. McGee in the corner. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to McGee. The shot off that time. Nance with some nice D.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
They're doing work in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from McGee. So both teams making some changes here. And he can't hit the second.
And the defensive versatility of Robert Covington is a real asset. At 6'7" with long arms, this guy can guard almost every position on the floor.
Yeah, that switchability is such a valuable thing in today's game. And for Covington, he's one of those interesting guys that maybe not so much on the ball as off the ball, the disruption that he can give you defensively with that length in his hands. That's where he really is a tremendous help defender.
Both free throws good from McGee. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Lillard gets double teamed. Out to the wing. From deep 3-point range. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 31 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Assist goes to
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
A shot by Johnson, no good. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 13-3 run. Back to Nurkic. Stolen by
2
McGee.
minutes remaining in the third.
Here's
2
Booker.
minutes.
It's good. Booker's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
That's his second.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Suns trail by 21. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Nance.
Just a master class when Chris Paul has the ball. Great at orchestrating the offense and right there finding his teammate.
And Lillard gets it to go. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. For the three, Nance gets the rebound.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And he's able to get it back.
Damian Lillard.
And that one's good, Lillard.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Paul. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
That's his first personal foul.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
T-shirt. Let's see it, fans. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Timeout called by Portland.
Head goes off glass. There's marketing blocked by Gafford.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
I've been on about Kevin Mobley, the kid especially. This just in.
This Suns squad struggling. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Releases. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
The coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
That'll be a backcourt violation.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
A 3-ball. Rebound by Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Assisted.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And Johnson.
Bridges with the steal. He doesn't hit that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Lillard. Pass to McLemore. 2021 was an unusual season to say the least for players, coaches. Brett, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and show up every day to do it. And commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well, and I'm glad we're through that.
Lillard from outside. Pass to McLemore. And the 3-ball is good. McLemore's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
From Cam Johnson.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Right wing. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. 4 on the shot clock. There's the drive.
Damian Lillard.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
Now here's Paul. Can't hit from 12.
Well, his
You